that you guys are here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to this live presentation. You will learn the strategies that I use to build my audience online, especially on Facebook. But you can use this while building your business offline as well. So you can either do it online, you can do it offline, or you can do it both ways. Whichever one you choose, whichever one that makes it most comfortable to you, you can use these strategies. For those of you who do not know me, I am Kizelle Gilbert, hailing from the most beautiful island. That island goes by the name of Grenada. Those who are in Grenada, give me a thumbs up. Look up. I'm just toying around, girls. I'm just having fun. So those of you who are tourists and you visited the island, you would have learned that the Isle of Spice was once named after Grenada, and then it is converted to what, pure Grenada right now. You know what, I don't care what they say, I'm going to consider it to be the Isle of Spice as long as I live. If the new generation wants to say the Isle of pure Grenada, so be it, but I'm going to call it the Isle of Spice. I don't know why they changed it in the first place. Anyway, I am a mom of an amazingly beautiful little girl whom I love so dearly. Yes, she is my reason for this season, and I am looking forward to build my legacy here, online, offline, both ways for her. Because you know what, for those of you who know me, listen, I work my full-time job by day and I work on my fortune at night. Okay, so many of you may be wondering, what does that mean? At this present moment, my environment changed drastically. Maybe you can also, share some lights on that, right? Because listen, how many of you know of people who have retired and still looking for a job or looking for a way to cover their bills and things like that? How many of you are wondering what your future would look like? Because I know I am not ready to be that person looking for a job when I reach my retirement age. I'm looking forward to my retirement and I decide to work up until the age of 50. This 65, 60, this thing ain't working for me. All right? Hell no. So many of you may know somebody who is actually looking for a job and they don't know exactly what to do. Come on, send them an inbox. Tell them, you know what, I'm going to show them how to make money online. Okay? Now, because the system is so organized, listen, the system is so organized, right? We are forced to settle for something that can support us, something that can take care of our bills, something that can take care of our situation right now in the meantime. And while that is been happening, your dreams are being buried. Yeah, your dreams are being buried while you study to take care of your bills, right? So by me saying that I'm working on my fortune, I am looking forward for financial freedom. I am looking for a lifetime of happiness and fulfillment. I don't want to worry about my kids' future. I don't want to be that person wondering where they are getting the next meal from. Hey George, what's going on? I don't want my child to be worrying or converting to the system that dictates how much money you should have in your account rather than giving you an opportunity to earn limited. I don't know why they put systems in place for that. I don't know why they want to control us, but I don't want my family to be worried. I don't want them to worry at all, because what I'm doing is for my next generation, the Kizelles after that, yeah? But I don't know about you, but I am putting structures in place to get that done. So what are you going to do when the opportunities come knocking on your door? Would you shy away from it, or would you accept it? Would you embrace it? All right? Now, before I share with you the strategies that I use to build audience online, simple things that people do not even take into consideration, but there are things I need for you to know that would lead up to these strategies. So stay with me on this one, because I promise you it's gonna be clear at the end. Okay? So in order for you to build a successful business, You must learn how to connect with people. You must learn how to build a rapport and ask the $1,000,000 question. You must learn how to do that, right? So in other words, you need to find people who are looking for what you have. Yeah, it's like asking of each person you connect with for direction, right? And if you know, in this day and age, everything is all about transaction. So if you do not give, how can you get? Right? In order for people to assist you, you must assist them. Because people are not going to assist strangers that easily. You got to build that rapport. You got to help them so that they can help you. All right? So give them some value in their life. Give them some help. You know what I'm saying? So before you ask them for direction, ensure that you build a reciprocity with them. Ensure that you build a rapport with them before you ask them the questions that you need. All right? Need to ask. So if you intend to build a business online, you need to learn how to connect. You need to learn how to build reciprocity. You need to learn how to ask the right questions. So connect, build build a rapport, which is a stage 2, and ask the right here. Ask the $1,000,000 question. All right. So these are the things you need to have in mind. So ask yourself, how are you going to learn how to connect with people? How are you going to learn how to build rapport? And you need to do these things all day, every day, right? Before you actually ask the $1,000,000 question. Okay? Because when you build a rapport with someone, you will intuit. Somebody said intuitively? Yes, intuitively. You're going to know exactly when to ask the question. Because listen, too often, right? Too many times people want success, but they're afraid to go through the process. They're afraid to go through the steps in order to learn exactly what does it take to build a business online. What does it take to build an audience online? And building an audience is just like finding people who actually have similar things in common with you. And you could do that going through groups on Facebook. You could build your own fan page. You could you could connect with people who have personal interests with you, commonalities. Find people, right? Build a connection. Find something to talk about. Connecting with people is very easy, all right? And there are people all over that can help you build your business online without they even knowing it, all right? So if success, like I said, if success was easy, then I would not be having this live right now with you. Yeah, my friend, you got to build a rapport. You got to connect. You have to learn the art of connecting with people. You got to build the rapport with people before you ask them the $1,000,000 question, right? But listen to this part. Did you know that there is a certain way to ask questions? Did you know that people who became successful act in a certain way to get to their goals, their dreams, their vision? So if you want to get successful, if you want to be that person, if you want to fulfill your vision, then I highly recommend to you that you learn that way. Some of the ways requires you to build a mindset, develop skills, and those skills you're going to learn how to do strategies. But I am so big on building your mindset. When you build your mindset, then you will be in a better position to help anybody. I'm telling you, because I have seen people who build their mindset, who build audience because they build their mindset. Because mindset is very important, and I'm going to stick on that. Listen, how many of you know that you were programmed since you were born? Many of us are. It took me a long time to break free from the ways of thinking. It took me a very long time to develop my mindset. It took me a very long time. But how long would you want to wait in order to build your mindset? How long would you take? That is up to you. If you want to take forever, that is up to you. But if you solely want success, you got to build your mindset. You got to build you got to read a lot of books. And if you want to know exactly which books to read, I can show you which books that you should read in order to build your mindset. Now, whenever you have a goal to achieve, you need to develop the skills. It's just like if you want to, let's say, if you want to make like $300,000 by the end of the year, then you need to set goals. How much it's going to take from you? How many money that you need to make at the end of each month? Because if you're being paid monthly, if you're being paid weekly, then you need to decide how much it's going to take from you to make that money, what it is that you need to do in order to make that money. So if you want to make 300,000 by the end of this year, divide that by 12 months. When you divide that by 12 months, how much you would get? Can somebody do the calculation? Let's say 6 something. Let me see if I can get my calculator. Can somebody help me do the calculation? When you divide 300,000 from 12, because that we're considering the fact that you are being paid monthly. Every month you need to make $25,000. But if you're being paid weekly, you divide it by 4. So every week you need to pull in $6,250. Now by so doing, you have a goal. Now what does it take for you to get there? All right, you need to make that decision how you are going to get there. So it's wise for you to make the goal that you set your target, be specific to do what you have to do. Listen, like I said, you need to build a rapport, right? Learn the art of connecting with people, build a rapport, and then followed by that, you're going to ask the $1 million question, right? There is no shortcut to success. You need to do those things, and it's that simple. Make a commitment to build your mindset. Make a commitment to change whosoever you want to become. You know, the person who you are today doesn't necessarily mean the person that's who you're going to be in the future. And if you do not have a clear vision, I am telling you, you will not hit your goals. Because I have a success coach, and she always preach, if you aim for nothing, you're going to hit it every time. So if you're a person who have been trying one thing over and over and over and expecting different results, you got to change up your strategies in order for you to get what you want, right? So I encourage you to make sure you create your goals. You need to be very, very clear with your vision and go after it, right? But in order for you to hit that, you need to make a commitment. So if your goal is to find customers or to find business partners, then you need to know exactly how many, let's say for business partners, how many business partners you would like to have within 1 year. Are you going to, pull in a batch every year, train them a duplicable system, teach them the duplicable system so that you could, help them get what they want, so that by default you get what you want? You can do that quarterly, you can do it annually, whichever way you choose. You just need to set that goal. All right, your goals must be long-term, medium-term, and short-term. And the short-term goals would lead up to the long-term goals. All right, it's that simple. So I gave you an example before. How are you going to set your goals? A simple example is, if you want to make $300,000 by the end of the year, then you need to divide it by 12 months. You're going to get $25,000. And if you're getting paid every weekly, then you know you need to make $6,250 in order to hit that goal at the end of the year. Okay, so like I said, it's 250. Yeah. So so in order for you to make that amount, you got to connect with people, right? Your mission would be to look for people actually looking for the things that you have before you actually move to stage 2, right? You need to connect with people, build relationship. You must learn the art of connecting with people. People are everywhere, I'm telling you. People are everywhere. People are the lifeblood of an organization. You have to learn how to ask the right set of questions, right? Because my team right now has mastered that and they are kicking it out of the park. Now, if you want to build your business online, you got to connect with people, and it's easy for you to locate them online, offline. You can do it both. It is your choice, right? When you're finding people on the internet, you can persons online are considered to be leads. You can pay for it or you can get it free, and the best place to find free leads is on social media. Yep, social media has a wealth of free leads, but you have to know exactly how to ask the right question. So if you're looking for leads online, offline, it can be at the bus station, it can be at the bank, it can be at the social gathering, it can be at the doctor's office. People are everywhere. Leads are considered to be people who may want your service. All right, they are everywhere. So you need to learn how to ask the right set of questions. All right, it is let's see. It is similar to asking the questions like directions to go to a restaurant. You can do that. Okay, you can do that. So the problem most of us having right now is that when it comes to building business, we don't pay attention, we don't take notes. So I don't know why persons struggle online when all the information is there. One thing my mentor has told me is that there are 3 secrets to a successful business. The first one is you have to learn how to connect with people, and I keep on stressing on that. Connecting with people, provide them with value, right? So that your business can flourish. Another thing you need to take into consideration, you need to find a documented mentor, someone who has experienced that success and is willing to teach you the steps that they have taken in order to get their success. So you need to learn from somebody who is documented. And another thing that he suggested is that you should be humble and be open to new ways of thinking and operating, right? You got to be humble. You got to be prepared to learn new ways, because I always preach that if you have nothing to give, if you don't put anything in there, you have nothing to give. That is why it is wise that you build a strong mindset. Okay? Let's see. So if you are using social media, let's say Facebook, in order to build your audience, there are some things that you need to take into consideration. There's a lot of things actually, but I'm going to highlight these 4. And some of you may not recognize that. Did you know that there are 4 different types of persons on Facebook? Yes. There are 4 different types of persons on Facebook. The first one are eager socializers. These people are highly sociable. Highly. They would always be online. Always. They would have the like features available. They're going to have the share buttons available. They're going to have the comments available, because they want you to follow them. They want you to connect with them. So they're open to connect with people. Secondly, you have the e-marketers. These people, they are there because they want to build a business, and they don't have much information on their profile. Everything about them is all about business. And some of them, they don't take the time to learn what it takes to build a successful business. So these are the people who will be inboxing you, spamming you, and so forth. Don't know why, don't know how they learn those things, but I wish them all the best in their success. Another group of people are mutual set of people. These people only connect with people who they have something in common with. So they wouldn't give you the opportunity to like, comment, or even, yeah, they will give you the opportunity to share their picture, but not even an opportunity to comment on their profile. The last one is the missing in action people. These people have not been active on Facebook over a year. These people may have referred to another platform, or these people are just not interested in social media, right? So there are 4 different types of people. And if you are in business online, you need to look at people who are eager socializers as well as e-marketers. Okay, but you need to learn how to connect with these people. Now, when you are connecting with someone, especially on Facebook, you're going to look at their profile. You're going to look at the display picture. This is going to tell you who they are as a person. They may have a story, because every picture tells 1,000 stories. You're going to look at the display picture. You're going to look at the cover page. There is a part here that's on the introduction side. It's going to be to your left, where they tell you what it is. They give you a little insight as to who they are. And it has some information here again to give you a little bit of background information. So I'm going to advise you to look at the last 5 posts that they made. Was it recent? Was it yesterday? Was it 2 hours? A couple of hours? You make that decision, right? So these are the different things that I take into consideration whenever I'm connecting with someone online. I'm going to look for something about them that makes me feel good. Is this person has a positive influence on me? Then I reach out. If not, then I don't reach out. If the person is all about spamming, I don't entertain these people. Because if you want to build a business online, you got to learn how to build a rapport. And if you don't know how to build a rapport, there are ways. There's a lot of books out there where you can learn how to build a rapport. All right? So these are the different things that I need you to take into consideration whenever you to build an audience, build a business online. Okay, I highly recommend that you do that. You need to develop the art of connecting with people. You need to develop the art of building a rapport. You need to learn how to ask the certain questions. Okay, so reciprocity, building rapport, that is key, because people only buy from people who they know, like, and trust. And if I don't know you, why should I entertain you? If you're only spamming me, why should I continue the conversation? I don't know why. Why? So these 3 stages here, if you're interested in learning about business, connecting, build a rapport, ask the right set of questions, you can't go wrong from doing that. This is the best thing I've ever seen. This is the best. If you know exactly what it is that you're looking for, you just follow the format and you're good to go. All right? So ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to take much of your time today, but let's I wonder if anyone has any questions right now. Okay. Not seeing anything. Let me go through the section. Let me scroll down. Hello. First of all, I gotta say thank you to all those who viewed in, who joined this live. I do appreciate your time, and I do hope that if you're watching the replay, just type in replay so that I'll know that you watched the replay. But let me tell you this: watch the replay, take the notes, and if you have any other questions, feel free to message me. All right. So that is all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to see each and every one of you at the top, because the bottom is too crowded. So use these strategies, do whatever you want with it. I'm leaving it out there for each and every one to use. If anyone have any questions, please inbox me. It's up to you. Success is in your hands. It's your success. You make a decision whether or not if you want to become successful online. You got to get uncomfortable. You got to get comfortable doing things uncomfortable. Yeah, step outside your comfort zone. So have a blessed, amazing day, each and every one of you. Bye-bye.